Drivers were in the BMW M3 E30, and we've stepped it up today to the step one, stage one. Now, if you think you saw this video on my channel about a week ago, you might have, but it's not this video. You've seen me in this car, and I crashed it, in the very last corner of the lap. I didn't hit the wall. I finished the lap. I got a time. We're gonna try to do it better today. This vehicle is fun, but you gotta wrangle it. You can induce oversteer almost at will. You've got to be really careful coming in from corners into corners at a high speed, and you got to go with the flow. And it's been proven very difficult for me to have a clean lap in this car. I seem to crash somewhere else every lap. So my ideal lap from all my different attempts is probably much faster than the lap that I'm going to put in today, but it's a very difficult car to string it all together. You get a lot of, it's even tough to describe. You get a lot of control of the car, but you can end up in an oversteer drift type situation, as I did in my first video, and it was a disaster, at least in terms of getting a good, solid, clean, hot lap together. We're doing well so far. I'm a little bit sloppy, but what I'm really trying to do, I hate to say this, but I'm trying to go about 9/10, because when I go 10/10, I clip something, I end up riding on the edge of good oversteer, and it turns into bad oversteer, and you know how that goes. So the great thing about this car, even in the step one, stage one, I guess Assetto called it step one, it's not too much power. So you can, if you go 9/10, you'll have more fun. You're not in danger of spinning out of every corner. You can mash the gas. You can use the on-off throttle and brake style that I do. This car does have factory ABS, so I am running with the ABS, and so you can be aggressive on the braking, and the car will take good care of you. If you're coming down from over 100, you got to watch that back end. But if you're within the car's fun range, which is a little bit slower than what we're going on this section right now, if you're within the car's fun range, generously lean on the ABS. It will take good care of you. Let's see, slower speed section here, through the chicane, down to second gear. You can see I'm not, I've almost got a little too much flexibility here. I'm not going quite as fast enough as you can. You can drift through that entire chicane, but I'm just not in the mood to crash again today and start the lap over again. So we are going to take it through, like I said, 9/10. You got to be real careful here. Any of these sweepers, these higher speed corners, it's easy to get the back end out. Go down to third gear here. We'll slide right up to the curb. You guys know I don't like to do that, but we got away with it because we're not going into that corner in this car at 150. You got to be real careful on this baby. Yeah, see, I got the back end out, recovered. You've got that cushion, which is fun. It's a fun, regular production car with the stage one upgrades. It's a fun regular car to take around on a track like this, right up to the edge there, but never really in danger of sliding off into the grass, usually. Down to second gear here. Slide out. A little bit of fun there, a little too much throttle at low speed. You can't do that at higher speed. You just don't have enough power to be able to do that at higher speed, but get enough torque. Going to the ground in the low end to do that. Let's be careful here. Take this through third. You can go aggressive. This is actually one of the few cars that you can really go aggressive up through that corner there. You can see I had to drift it. I almost spun to the right. Not really almost, but if you were in a faster car and you did exactly the same thing that I did with the throttle there, you would have spun it to the right. So this is it's a good car to learn the course here. Probably not the best because of the oversteer, because you can make mistakes. You got to get a handle on the car first. You can go aggressive there. You're going to get used to having the back wheels out on you in this car, but they do not do it objectionably. There's a smooth transition from fully gripped to a mild slip angle. If you get into a more aggressive slip angle, you'll actually just scrub a lot of speed which you might not be carrying in the first place, so that's not a disaster either. Now, in my first video, I was carrying a lot of speed. I scrubbed out the rear, and I ended up, I think I at least did a 180. I'm not sure if I spun all the way around or not. I've crashed this car so many times. That actually, I didn't hit anything in that first video, and I was able to finish the lap. I think I ended up pointed pretty well once I recovered from it all. Full throttle through this section. I think even, yeah, right there. I breathed it a little bit there. And we'll head up towards the first banking section. Third gear, right up to the edge there, second gear. You can do that more gracefully. You don't have to scrub off as much speed as I just did, but do what you can and keep it off the guardrail. Down to second here through the banking. You can go aggressive. I found that if I go to second gear, I have more control and can come off the corner faster. The banking there, up through third, fourth. Now there are a couple of high-speed corners coming up here right after the banking section, so you want to be careful. I am very capable of wiping out, not there, but I'm very capable of wiping out on this left-hander here because you are quick to a right-hander, so you got to be careful. You're basically controlling the rear of the car. Obviously, you're steering with the front, but at any given time, your steering input is controlling what the rear of the car is going to do. Careful here, fourth gear. I'm going to have to be down to third in a second here. It's very easy to carry too much speed into that corner. You can certainly go faster than I just did, but you can also end up on the grass, which we don't want to do right now. So we're going to take good advantage of third gear through this section. I can imagine in the non-stage one, which I'm not even sure that I've tried, maybe that'll be my next one, you're basically in third gear through this whole section. I will peak up to fourth between some of these turns, but I'm not sure you have enough power to do that in the stage 0. Slowing down for the left-hander, real easy to lose the back there. I was up on the curb a little bit, but this is one of those cars that's not quite so fast that if you get up on these high curbs, it doesn't upset the handling too much. Up to fourth gear. I don't think we're going to get a whole lot of airtime here. Nope. Maybe we got a little bit light. See me scrub the rear out to the left there. Drifting. Real fun. Real fun. Just always remember you're driving the back. You're driving the back of the car in this car. Now we're going to bring it full throttle. Probably ease off a little bit earlier here. I did manage to wipe out a couple times, just losing the back right there. And I'm going to hang on there a little further out than I wanted to go there to the left. Scrubbed a lot of speed there. That was a good example of where if you push it too far, you're just going to scrub speed, which is safe, but it's not the fastest way around the track. Through the small banking. 2 corners to go. Let's see if I can do better than last time. Just over 8 minutes. My time's not great, but I think if I'm smart here, yes, much smarter this time. If I'm smart here, we'll finish the lap. There we go. Safe through the last corner. 8:20, 21, 22. And we're through in 8:26, 4:07, 4:66. So thanks, everybody. I made it this time. Second time. And try it out. Try the stage 1. Try if you've used the stage 0, you try it out. Let me know in the comments how that works for you. I'm probably going to try it in a little while here. And we will talk to you next time.